On the menu tonight is portobello mushroom and roasted red pepper sandwich. It's a vegan meal. It's the second in our vegan series. A very delicious sandwich, a very messy sandwich, as Crystal's going to tell you later on. And the only cooking involved is you bake the mushroom and broil the roasted red pepper. And outside of that, it goes together really easy, very tasty, and a very quick meal. So if you're interested, watch and we'll step you through it. This is our second series in our vegan meals. I told you before, Crystal and I experimented a little bit with veganism, and as a result, we got some really good recipes that have become like a staple that's in the rotation and we have quite often. We did the mango lime bean salad the other day, and tonight we're going to show you another one of our favorites. It's like a burger, but it's not really a burger because it's a portobello mushroom. That takes the place of the burger. And as you can see, the portobello mushroom,
it's huge. Yeah,
it's really big. It has a stem. We're going to take that off, but this actually becomes the burger. A very healthy meal. And it's really easy to do. There's not much cooking to do with it. All we're going to do is roast the mushrooms and the peppers. We're going to roast these also. And the good thing about this, we'll show you how to roast them, because you could have these with anything. We make roasted peppers at home all the time. It's a lot cheaper to roast them at home than buy them in the jar. Again, they're fresher, and you could roast them, have them as a snack. You could serve it as a side dish, like with steak or pork chops. But on this, we're going to have it on the sandwich. So let's get started. Okay, step one, we're going to roast the red peppers. And I have the top oven on broil. And all we do is we put these under the heating elements. One under each. And we're just going to broil them, and I have the tongs, and what we're going to do is, as time goes on, we're just going to keep turning them a little at a time until they're all blackened. Now, while the peppers are roasting in the oven, we have the double oven, so the bottom oven I have on at 400 degrees. So we just pop that off the stem and we put it on just any baking dish. Put a little olive oil on the top. Rub that around. Now we flip it over, and we'll put a little olive oil on there, and then some balsamic vinegar. We'll sprinkle that on. Now I'll put a little salt on. Black pepper, and now we'll put it in a 400-degree oven for 15 minutes. The peppers in the top oven broiling, and we have the portobello mushrooms baking in the bottom oven. So while that's being done, we'll use this for prep time for the sandwich. We'll take a red onion, and we're going to slice this. And we're going to slice these really thin because we're going to put this on the sandwich. So you just take the onion and cut a nice thin slice like that. We'll do a few of them.
Do I smell the peppers already?
Yes, you do.
Ah.
And this is the one time in cooking where it's good to burn the food. The peppers are going to be burnt. I think just one more, we should be good. Okay, we'll put the onions off to the side. Now the cucumber, again with this, very thin slices. And you can leave the skin on too. It's been washed.
When are we going to mention that these are the messiest sandwiches we've ever eaten?
Yeah, I was going to mention that at the end, but you preempted me. Yeah, they are. They're a fun messy, but really the messiest sandwiches you're really ever going to eat.
Like 2 napkins, minimum messy.
And again with this, I'm just going to slice it very thin. And you see I switched to the serrated knife.
Oh.
This cuts the tomatoes just a little better. In fact, you know, they have knives that just are for tomatoes. Mm-hmm. Yeah, and they're sort of like this. But the serrated knife cuts the tomato a lot better. Okay, so we have our ingredients for the sandwich. And I'll put the spinach on here. Now these are regular spinach leaves, and all I did was I cut the stem off.
Oh, okay.
Because we're going to put that on the sandwich too. And then we pulled it out, and you see how nice and blackened that is? Mm-hmm. This is good, so we're just going to turn it that way. Okay, and we just put it back in. All right. And now we're going to turn it a third time. You see how nice and black that is? Mm-hmm. Black is good.
I'll say.
Okay, this has been in about 10 minutes. I was going to do 15, but it's cooking really nice. So I'm just going to turn that over. Okay, I'm just going to sprinkle a little more olive oil on it. Do one more shot of balsamic. And we'll put it in for another 10 to 15. Okay, we turned it 3 times. Now I'll turn it again. Put them back in. See the nice steam coming off of them?
Mm-hmm, they're hot.
And you definitely want to put it on aluminum foil because this leaks. It'll be messy. If you don't, you're going to have a mess on the bottom of your oven. It looks like they're done all the way around. See that? Mm-hmm. So I'll put it on the plate and we're going to let it cool. Now again, even though if you don't do this recipe tonight, you could cook this for anything. Like I said, for an appetizer, a side, just so easy to do. They're very inexpensive. Cook it at home, you roast it, and you're done. Okay, it's been about another 10 minutes, so I'm taking that out. And here we have the roasted red peppers cooling, and the mushrooms, they're done. We're going to let them cool. So in about 10-15 minutes, we'll cut this, take the skin off, and the insides out, and then we'll start building the sandwich. All right, to help facilitate the cooling, I'm just going to cut it down the middle. All right, and let all that steam out. This will help it cool down. Because what we're going to do is, when we take the skin off, we're also going to take all the insides out. All right, it's cooled off a bit, so I'm going to cut off the top. And then we turn it over, and we just take off the skin. You see how we just peel that off?
Mm-hmm. It comes off easy.
Oh yeah, it does. And now what's left is a roasted pepper. So we're going to do this for all 4 slices. And then I'll pour some olive oil on it. Okay, all the roasted red peppers, I took the skin off. And we're just going to put a little olive oil on that. I took the portobello mushrooms off the tray, put them here, and all the stuff we sliced is here. So now the next step is build the sandwich. Okay, step 1, we're going to put some hummus on. And I got the roasted red pepper hummus, but in the supermarket when you buy this, you'll see they have all these different flavors of hummus. You could get like roasted garlic hummus, spinach. For this particular sandwich, I kind of like the roasted red pepper because it goes well with the actual roasted red pepper. So take a tablespoon and put it on the bun. Now, when you choose a bun, the original recipe calls for Ezekiel bread, and it's a special kind of bread. And we've done that before and it was good. We've also done the whole wheat. This time, since the portobello mushrooms were so big, we just went with a regular Kaiser roll. So we're gonna put 1 tablespoon.
I didn't like that Ezekiel bread.
I know you didn't like it, but it was a very healthy. I mean, in the, you know, when you're in veganism, the Ezekiel bread, they really like that. And it's very good for you, but yeah, some people don't like the taste or texture of it. Now we're gonna put the spinach leaves on here, and it's nice because on the hummus, the spinach leaves kind of stick. So we'll just put them on top and bottom. You know, I just don't know if there's like a healthier sandwich out there. This is really good for you. And the nice thing, it's so tasty.
It's very tasty.
But as you can see with the hummus, it's going to be very messy.
It is. It's going to fall apart on you. Mine fell in my lap one time, but I enjoyed it.
Yeah. Now what we're going to do is we're going to put some tomato on. And then we're going to put some cucumber. And we'll put the red onion on top. Now we'll put a slice of the roasted red pepper. We'll put that on top and bottom. And the last one is we put the mushroom. Then we close the sandwich.